Don't fight over the spotlight, guys.
Vote for Al.
Okay.
Hi everybody, welcome, welcome. I'm Dilly Briggs from the Dilly News Rock Show, featured on Rockers Edge Radio, Kaotic Radio, Inside Orange Curtain, OC Review, Plow Zone Radio Show, and the Plow Zone Video Show as well. Yes, we're featured on a lot, and we are here today at Studio Compound, where are we?
The Compound in East Los Angeles, California.
That's where we are, and we are here with the members of Band I. How you guys doing today?
Great.
Very good, thank you.
So we're in the studio today because this time we have all the band members. We don't always get all the band members, so it's a special day today that, they came to do rehearsal, and we were invited out to the rehearsal studios to kind of talk to them about, their band and everything they have going on, to give them a little exposure. Now, I did meet Paul, who goes by Nitroglycerin.
It's a pseudonym.
Pseudo stage name, and I met him when he played with Vinny of Peace recently at stages in Santa Ana, California. But he's got his own band here, and we're here to talk about all of that.
Yes.
Can you tell everybody, first off, kind of go down the line, say your name to everybody, and tell them what you do in the band so that they have an idea, since we're not playing right now, what you do.
I'm Paul. I'm the guitar player.
I'm also Paul. I'm the bass player.
I'm Al. I'm the singer.
I'm David. I play drums.
And don't forget, vote for Al. That'll make sense at the end of the interview.
He's got my vote.
Now, they've got some music that they've been putting out, and they've also played, you guys have played, what, 3 full sets, 3 full shows already, right? That was what we were talking about earlier?
No, we did during the lockdown, like when everybody was shut down and people were kind of doing, like, their little bedroom things to try to be active. We were thinking about doing that, but then we said, why don't we just do full shows?
Oh, so you were doing full shows during COVID shutdown while everybody was still...
But they were here. We recorded them here in the studio.
Oh, okay.
There was no audience or anything like that, but we just recorded them here in the studio so that we could put out full shows, not just sort of like the bathroom acoustic guitar thing that everybody was doing. We just decided, like, why not just do a full-blown production? There was nothing stopping us, so we just did that here.
Nice.
So we did 2 full sets, like full-bore rock band, rocking out kind of thing. And then we did a Dia de los Muertos acoustic show. Ooh. So we did it, it's... Go find us. It's on our website.
I'll say, if you have that up, because I'm going to have to go find that myself, because I'm interested in that type of stuff, so...
Vote for Al. Tell him what the website is.
Yeah, Al, tell us about that, so we can find Dia de los Muertos show.
The shows are actually on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, and the link is at ibandofficial1.com. That's our website, and also if you go to Instagram, which is ibandofficial1 on Instagram, and then there's the link there. You get to all our music and all our YouTubes and all our videos and everything.
Now, you got to listen to them. We got a lot of metalheads out there that tune in a lot to our shows because we catch a lot of these type of shows. And I like their metal. I like what they're about. So I like the metal that they have. I like the music that I've been listening to. I have been listening to your website and stuff, for all my metalheads. You got to check it out. It's awesome. They've got some mellow songs out there, but they also got some nice hard songs out there too. Everything in between. So, like, how would you guys describe yourselves to somebody?
A Chinese buffet of music. So
hungry?
there's a little heavy stuff. There's some lighter stuff. There's melodic kind of. We really like to write songs. So some of them lend themselves to heavy, and some don't. So we just do what feels right for the songs that we write. Yeah. That's basically it.
Yeah. We all have different influences.
Mm-hmm.
So when we write, like, someone will come, like, Paul will come with like a heavier riff, but I might hear something a little more melodic, or if I come to him with a melodic, like a melody idea, and then he might hear something heavy underneath it.
Yeah.
So that's always the collaboration, and then when we bring the music to Paulie and David, then they do, their interpretation of it, and that's what kind of comes out. So we never really have an idea, like, from start to finish, it's going to be from. It's going to stay the same. We just once we all get our hands on it, it's going to be something different. So sometimes we come out a little more heavier, sometimes a little more melodic.
Yeah. So everybody gets like a collaboration. It's a whole collaboration between all of you then. You kind of work all that out.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah, we can't say this on camera.
It was
you can. Say it.
It was quite literally the hottest day of the year that day in, what was it, 2020?
Yeah.
It was literally the hottest day of the year. We did it in what? August, September?
Oh yeah.
That day it was like
Somewhere
it was like
around
106 degrees out
gosh.
here, and the air conditioning shut down.
Oh,
So if you
no.
look at us, we are literally, it looks like a 70s video where everybody's on cocaine and they're all just
Yeah,
sweating,
we didn't
sweating
get any
bullets.
glitter.
We were
It's all
glistening.
warm now, yeah. So we got our own
Shiny.
glistening shiny thing going. Because I was telling them earlier, you gotta have a little glitter, a little sparkle, so when you take the pictures, you shine.
Oh, we're shiny in that video.
Right. Nice though. But now, when you did all of the shows and stuff, and you put them all out on YouTube and everything like that, did you guys do a lot of the promotion and stuff like that? Did you, have people like let them know? Like, how did you know about that? How did you like put everything out? What did you guys do to like bring people, to your attention, like to know?
Well, we promoted it as when we released it. We, like not like a live stream. We said like a recorded live stream.
Mm-hmm.
So we promoted it on our socials, and then we went out there and before we started it, we did like a live stand-up, getting people to come watch it, and then once we had like people watching it, then we played it. Then at the end we came back and we talked again. So it was the beginning and the end was live, and then we recorded this at the compound, and here it is. So that's how we did it.
Because that was hard, like, so many people, like you said, they were just like playing an acoustic here or there, and we all saw everybody doing that because you couldn't get together anymore and stuff, and then you had to go out and try to get people to come in and watch it and do this and that, when at that point, everything was so hard for everybody. But I think that, when bands doing that, going out of the way to still do that, though, I still felt that people needed that,
Absolutely.
because now at that point, you need more people, you need that entertainment, you need something to help get your mind off of all that stress and fear, because, everything and, all the media also talk, just pushing all of that, that the anxiety was up for everybody on top of that. So, and I think entertainment, music and stuff like that is a big stress release.
Right, and we were really
You
sure
know?
how good it was going to turn out because, like you said, most people do like one song or they do, So when we said we're going to do a whole show, we're kind of, well, it might work, it might not. And
I mean, they did shows, whole shows, and they said that they did it in these studios. They recorded it here, but it's all changed up because they did a full-on like decoration and they like redid everything so that it had a really cool atmosphere. If you go and look, you'll be able to see like they even have like sparkly stars in the background and just but stuff that kind of still caught your attention. And made it look really cool and everything, and it had like the dim lights and stuff, and it looks like a whole different room, that you're recording it.
yeah, we
so
actually hired like a legit photographer to come, and he put the mics and the cameras in different angles. So we put time into it, and it worked out really well. People actually watched it, and we got a
good feedback
good
from
feedback
it.
from it.
Yeah, because I mean, you can tell you made the effort. That's what I'm saying. But you made that effort, And I think a lot of people like me, and like Krista, behind the camera and stuff. We're still fans. We're those music fans, which is one of the reasons why we do this. Not just for the love of it, but for the love of other people's art that we get to be, exposed to. And that's one of the cool things about these shows is that we get to bring them out to everybody else. So you have to make sure to check out Band I. As he said, all the official websites. We'll put it all up there on the interview so that you can always just click on that and just check it out. And we'll have everything up on the websites and on the websites for the written stuff. Because like Inside the Orange Curtain and OC Review, those are websites that also have like sometimes you get the written review added.
Nice.
So it's not just the visual and the interview and stuff like that. Because a lot of people still want to share, oh, this review writer said this, or this review writer said that. And that's how I started out a decade ago, doing review writing before I jumped to audio and visuals and everything else like that,
Nice.
So we still have a little bit of both, So we'll definitely make sure to put everything out on there. Now tell us, though, how did you guys get together then? Like, because of course all the musicians know each other, and everything like that, but how did you guys get together? Were you guys like to grow up together? Did you guys play in other bands together?
Yes.
To all of it.
Yes.
Yes.
In different degrees, yes. Me and Al basically have been teaming up and writing songs. And the first incarnation of I was back in the 90s. Literally that long ago.
Oh, okay.
And, we met through a mutual friend. And that's why I said, like I was saying before earlier, it's all about songs. So we didn't say like, hey, let's start a band. We said, hey, let's sit down and write some songs. So we sat down and we wrote a handful of songs, maybe 6, 7, 8 songs the very first run. And then we said, okay, we feel like we have something. So then we went out and found a rhythm section, you know, and we started a band back then. And then life sort of happened. You know, we had a long, very long layoff. So, as you said, other people are we together from playing in other bands? So Paulie and I have played in bands before. So in the second go round, I said, "There's a guy I need in this band," and he didn't want to do it at first. But
Just really feel needed.
So we had another bass player at the very beginning, but then when he quit, it was kind of like that was the good way to get the Wonder Woman golden lasso around him and hook him in, because it was like the guy quit, and we had a gig scheduled.
Oh.
So it was just like, I need you, Paulie.
Just one.
Just one. It's only one. It was like a potato chips or
They
heroin.
always say it's just one.
Like potato chips or heroin. It was just like, you know, the first one's free, buddy.
You're like Pringles. They couldn't put you down.
Be held hostage.
Wink one eye if you need help.
Right, so we brought Paulie in, he did a gig, and we said, we have another one if you can do it. And then we signed him to a lifetime contract.
Signed in blood.
Yeah,
They can't
exactly.
escape.
So he can't get out.
All jokes aside, it was cool. I did a couple of gigs, and then the music started resonating with me. And I'm kind of a hired gun type guy. I can play anything. So yeah, and I was like, wait a minute, this feels good. And of course, it's like a family thing here. This is good. This is his uncle here. So I was just like, well, this is kind of cool, and everybody's really cool and mellow and kick-ass music. So. And the rest is rock history.
That's right. Yeah, and so the part about have we known each other all our lives, I've known this guy his whole life.
Since diaper days, okay?
So, yes, believe it or not. Since I had hair days. And actually the first incarnation of the band was kind of over before he was even born.
Oh, wow.
So he's playing music that was written, some of our songs we kept from the first phase. And he's playing music that was written before he was born. So it's...
But how does that feel? I mean, because then you're part of history at the same time. You're playing music since before you're born, and now you're getting to be involved in music, you know, after this, and that you're involved with making it. How does that feel for you?
Great question, first and foremost. I don't think I've truly been asked that. It's honestly quite refreshing in a way.
Oh, yeah?
And it's humbling in a sense to me personally, because you know it's his music that they wrote, and you know there are certain other songs that didn't really have certain parts, so I do have my own true spin on it, and a lot of it obviously was pre-written, and I just kind of took it and did my own little spin on a lot of it, and like I said, it's a very humbling thing, and I couldn't be more proud to be part of this group, and let alone bring everything that they have written and over the years bring it to life. So it's a lot of fun. I love it.
Nice. You know what? I really like that answer. I like the fact that you know you feel humbled by it, because again, I mean you're playing with generational music now. You know, and you can say that. You know, not everybody can, to be honest. You know, so I think that's awesome.
And we had to get a young, good-looking kid in the band. Just
Right, because as I said earlier, they're now the no hair metal band. Once upon a time, as they were the hair metal,
Yes.
and so now he's going to be the new. He's got that growing his hair out everywhere, so he's make up for
he's got
everybody.
the chinny chin stuff going on. It's like a modern kid, you know. It keeps us relevant to have a young guy in the band, you know.
Right, but it does. I mean, I think it really does help a lot when bands mix ages. Because then you're not just getting a mix of the talent, you're getting a mix of the generation of the music now and what you know the people are listening to now, but you can mix it in with the music that previous, like you said, put your own spin on it, and then you have something that's relatable to all the generations. And who can't relate to rock in the first place? I don't know who doesn't.
If they can't, I don't want to know that person.
That's right. That's right.
There's the door.
That's right. It's not me, myself, and I. It's right. It's I. Just I.
Yeah. So, but it's true, because in the first incarnation, the drummer we had then, it's a completely different style. It was of the time more, and now with Dave, it's like it's a different vibe.
Yes.
You know, it's more cohesive, I think. We're a little less kind of, what's the right word I want to use? a little less
Rage Against the Machine.
a little less chaotic.
Mm.
So in a good way, it actually fits the forms better of the music and the song, as opposed to, you know, back in the day, everybody was a little more freewheeling, a little bit more notey, a little bit more of everything.
A lot of their own solos, all
yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
in there. Then sometimes it takes away from the collaboration.
Right. So now it becomes more cohesive with the approaches.
Yes,
You know?
yes. And that makes sense, and that makes sense. And then again, I think that's a good blend, because then you get the people who, oh man, I love this song, I remember the song, but then you get the new stuff. Like, oh, this is cool. But this is, guess what I have coming up? And you know, I have new stuff coming out, and you got new and fresh ideas mixed in there, which makes all your coming up ideas now new and fresh too. You know, because with every person that you collaborate or that can give that type of influence, it does leave that energy on people.
Yes.
You know, it really does. And so the music, I think, is great. I think it's fantastic. And I hope that, you know, everybody listening in here to the Dilly News Rock Show, our Chingonas, you know, Rock and Roll Media Productions, Krista Rose. Yeah, that's right, Chingonas. Krista Rose Photography behind the camera, you know, and I hope everybody gets that good feeling from the band talking to you guys. And also, are you going to be doing a little rehearsal here so we can also get a little bit of that after the interview and give everybody a taste of everything that we're talking about?
Unfortunately, we can't today. We have an injured. We have a man on the injured reserve list right now.
What did you do? No, I meant Paul. What did you do to Paul?
What have you done with yourself, man?
Now, but do you guys have anything coming up then where people are going to be able to catch a live show?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Yes, we have August 17th coming up live at Stages in Santa Ana.
Your neighborhood.
Hey, that's right. Stages is a great place to play. A lot of exposure. A lot of people come out there. A lot of bands play there. Up and comings and big names and stuff played there as well. So that'll be great to see you playing there.
Yeah, it's our first time there.
Oh, okay. So this band collaboration is the first time playing there.
It's going to be our first time behind the orange curtain.
Oh,
We've been playing mostly just this side of town. We did the Viper Room. You know, we've been doing LA, but we haven't been to Orange County yet. So
Orange County is a nice music place. It is one of the places that people love to come and hear music, because there are different venues all over the place. Even down at the beach places, you definitely have to set up and play down at the Huntington Beach, Newport Beach venues there too, because a lot of people come out, and especially now that it's coming summertime and we're all melting and burning up, you know, and stuff. I take a pause. It's like, I'm sweating too. But, you know, a lot of people go out there because when they play the shows out there, it's nice in the evening because you got the cool breeze coming in from the ocean, and that's when it's really packed. So if you guys can book places there, we'll definitely come out and see you there as well. You know, we'll try to come out and see you on the 17th if we can. I don't know schedules yet, but definitely make sure to catch them at Stages in Santa Ana, California. When was that again? August 17th? August 17th, so make sure to check them out. Make sure to follow their band, their websites for everything that they have coming up. Is there anything that you want to say to anybody, or maybe give a special shout out to anybody?
Well, in regards to the show on the 17th, it's kind of an East Side invasion. I really wanted to get us on the bill because we'll be playing with 3 of our other friends' bands, and they're all from like this area.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be kind of like we're coming into your neighborhood.
Invading Orange County, huh?
We're doing a big orange invasion.
The Chingonas will be waiting for you, man.
That's right. The Chingonas are going to be there coming. So.
Exactly.
Yeah, so some of our friends are going to be playing Friends You Can Kill with Joey DeAnda, Jimmy DeAnda's brother from the Bullet Boys Lynch Mob.
Yes, I know him. I followed him. I met him a couple of times at NAMM. Great guy.
Yeah. And Afterlife is playing with another friend of mine. His band is playing. And Bloodshot Cosmonaut.
Oh, I heard of them.
Yes, our good friend Eric. So we'll be doing a show together. So we know us 4 are coming, and there's going to be 4 Orange County bands that are local to the scene. So it should be interesting.
Very interesting.
A good night of rock and roll.
Yeah, because that is definitely a rock and roll scene there. Stages is very much a rock and roll scene neighborhood, and they pack a place. They really do.
Yes.
A lot of people come out, and the cool thing about it is you never know who's going to be in the audience at Stages, because a lot of other big bands, they come out to support. You know, and you do get a lot, like when we were down for the, I think it was right before NAMM, or during NAMM. Yeah, the Skechers party. I always say it wrong, so everybody yells at me. I went down and say it. But yeah, when we were there, you know, seeing the bands play that night, even Jay Gordon of Orgy. You know, the band Orgy. You know, he was just in the audience, and I know his media person and stuff, and we were sitting there talking, but I turned around, he's right there too. Just in the audience, hanging with people. Like, there was so many other names that, unless you knew who they were, they're just out there to support. And I think that's really cool, because that atmosphere there, people are just cool with everything.
Right.
I saw him, oh, he's great, he's doing great, just chilling with everybody. Everybody else just chilling together. There's no attitude. There's no, you know what I mean? Everybody, it's a big family. Right. You know, it's like all familia there, you know, and the people there that work there and the owners, they're all great. So definitely make sure to check them out, you know, and again, follow their websites for anything like that, you know, for any information that they have, you know, coming out. And you can just catch a show yourself. You don't have to rely on us all the time.
And she's not making that up. 'Cause I was doing a show there with a cover band a couple months back, and John Bush was there.
Oh, nice.
John Bush from Armored Saint. And Al was in the audience, and I told him that one of his boyhood heroes was there, so he had a bit of a fanboy moment. I'm embarrassing him at this point.
Yeah, he's lucky I didn't throw up on him.
Hey, you know what? We all have those moments, right? Because there's always somebody that influenced you. Like right there was one of your influences. Somebody that, you know, you really, really enjoyed seeing and their music, and now you get to see them and just kind of chill out and hang out in the same room, just enjoying a show.
Right. And he copied his hairstyle now, too.
So, okay, see, now you match, you know. So, you're like, no, I'm not stalking you. You know, but that's really cool, you know. And, like what were your influences?
Me?
Like for everybody, like.
I like a lot of different things. I think Black Sabbath. Isn't that weird how I got the gig with Vinny Appice? It's like, you know.
Right.
It's kind of like born to play that gig, so that was a fortunate thing. But yeah, I love Black Sabbath, but I like a lot of different things. Frank Zappa, Miles Davis, you know.
Nice Miles Davis. Yeah, I like Miles Davis.
Yeah, and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So it's a wide range, but we still do a rock band.
Yeah.
You know, but it has touches of all these different things. You shit what you eat. Sorry, I don't know if you can say that on your radio station. Can you say things like fuck on this TV show? I don't know.
You know what? I asked, like,
I
okay, like on Robin's Edge and Kaotic Radio, because it's internet, they don't care, because that's why people send us explicit songs.
Right.
We're like, we're playing one of Orgy's explicit songs instead of the radio version, because we can.
Right.
And so they sent me 2 versions, so of course I'm going to play the explicit version, you know. But and the new places that we're on, you can say certain words, and if they need to bleep it out, they'll bleep it out. But for the most part, we're good.
Would you play our song "Gun"?
I would.
It has no explicit lyrics at all, but it's been banned from YouTube, and we almost got our whole channel shut down because they will not play the song.
No way.
And KLOS cut it right in the middle of the.
Not even in the middle.
Heidi and Frank.
Yeah.
The Heidi and Frank show. Heidi, Frank, we love you. Where's Frosty? Whatever happened to Frosty? Did you kill him? What did you do? I know you did it! Anyway, yeah, we were on the Stay or Go show that Heidi and Frank do in the morning at KLOS. And they apparently didn't like our song.
Ooh, we still stayed though.
Yeah, we had to stay. So we got our second song that they had to play. As soon as the lyrics hit, it was like, what? Like the record scratch would have come on, and it was that kind of thing. And they were like, commercial! Bye! Hung up on me, the whole deal.
Oh, wow.
They didn't like it very much.
You know what? That's probably going to make me like it even more.
And what happened when we tried to get a...
I'm curious, though. We're going to be listening to it on the way home.
And what happened when we did a video for it and tried to get it on YouTube?
Same thing. We put it up on YouTube, and it got taken down, and we got a strike. So then I waited and did it again. So we sent it back to the label, because the label helped us make the video. Send it back and said it didn't get accepted. So they did some tweaking and took out, like, some kids had guns. Okay, so let's take the kids out. Okay, then they send it back, put it on YouTube, got deleted again, another strike, send it back to the label. Okay, let's take out the actual shootings. So the video is just basically people with guns, but there's no one dying and there's no children, which was the whole point of the video. So we finally got a version that was okay for YouTube, but then they completely denied it too. So we had to put it on, what did we put on? Rumble. Rumble allowed us to do it. So we put it on Rumble, but it's still the edited version. We actually have the unedited version, and once we're trying to figure out where we could put it, we're trying to like find. So even our website was like, yeah, you can't. The host of our website said like, no, you can't do that.
Okay.
There's an unedited version out there that's, the real video that we're still trying to figure out how to get it out there.
Okay, so we're going to find out and see what we can do, because our show is also now picked up on Plow Zone Radio Show, which is featured on 3 FMs, 4additional.coms, but they also have the Plow Zone Video Show. They have their own, I think it's OTIP, it's a new one, but they just started with the Roku TV, because you know how people are doing the Roku TV, basically music television now, and so they're doing where they want bands to send in the videos. So we're encouraging people to send us their videos, so that they can show it on the Roku TV series, which they also have on their YouTube and everything else, you know. But the two owners, you know, it's Scott Plowman and Scott Reese, and they're both the Scotts are on there talking and kind of giving like a little review and talking about the video. And so like my segments and things like that, the visuals also, they kind of go to there because they cut to us for their SoCal, you know, connection here, you know, and things like that, you know. So we'll see what happens. If you send me that video, I will make sure to turn that in, and we'll see if they'll let us play it. You know, because they tell me, go ahead and get everything. So I said, okay.
It's rock and roll.
It's just a bunch of pictures with kids with guns, and they're pictures that we got off the internet.
And that's something that's all I would say. That's
can't
all
put
over.
it back on the internet.
The hilarious thing, honestly, it's a montage video, and all the images are already on YouTube. Every single one of the images was available on YouTube.
I was say there's so much worse out there that I've
seen. We did them a favor and put them all together.
We put it all together, and they didn't want
it out. That's all.
Stop,
and they didn't want our video.
Oh my God, that's so funny. So again, you send me the video, and I will turn it in, and we will see if it will be allowed to play on one of ours, because I haven't been told no so far. So we'll see. So anyways, I just wanted to say thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in once again to the Dilly News Rock Show. We're here with Band I at the Compound Studio in East LA?
East LA. East Los. I grew up 3 blocks away from here. Yeah.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah. So
and one more thing, if you don't mind.
Yes.
If you follow us on social media, you'll see we have a single coming out. Our new single, July 23rd. It'll drop there.
Don't miss our new single, July 23rd.
So if you're on our social media, you'll see the countdown, and it'll be available on all platforms July 23rd.
Nice. You heard that. You heard that. The back.
Check out Sode Records. They have really good bands.
Yes, shout out to our record label, Sode Records.
Sode Records.
For the support. Thank you.
Thank you so much for tuning in, you know. Gentlemen, thank you so much for inviting us out here to get all the information. We absolutely loved it, had a great time talking to everybody, and we look forward to seeing the new music, the new video. I'm really looking forward to seeing that video. I mean, look at Krista behind the camera. She's smiling, she's nodding her head like we gotta watch that video. So we'll definitely check it out, and you know, make sure just to follow them and support local music, support the people that are out there trying to put stuff out for you as well, you know, because entertainment, without entertainment, life would be boring. Plain and simple.
What's the point?
You know, exactly. If you can't wake up to coffee and music, what the? So,
okay.
Okay, so everybody look in there and say, 1, 2, 3. So make sure to tune in.
Aye.
That's 3, 2, blast off.
Hey everybody, we are
Aye.
Do you know the joke about the Pope?
No.
Okay, the Pope comes out at the Vatican on Sunday, you know, and all the people are assembled, and he comes out and he goes like this. And there's 3 nuns in the front, they all look at each other and they go like...
And now let's start with that joke. And you're listening to...
Aye! On the Dilly News Rock Show!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chingona's Fantastic Media Productions.